So last time we blackboarded our very first intermediate map on shoots, and I'll admit we jumped into the deep end a little bit too quickly on that one. So we need to go back to beginner today because not only do I want to just take it more chill and kind of redeem myself from the last time that we got, but I'm really feeling Lotus Island today because I want to use boats. I think the middle path boat is one of the coolest towers, and to utilize it on this map is going to be awesome. And then also using a sub Bloontonium reactor, the one that spins around and pops everything, is so cool on this map. It's so satisfying. But last time we were able to get the mana shield, and we also were able to get the final big balloon sabotage, which puts Moabs in a damaged state, which is pretty awesome. We don't have any monkey knowledge left, but I don't even really know what next monkey tree I want to go with. I'm thinking farm, since we do a lot of farming. I think that might be the best one, or the ones that allow you to sell for more. Is it this one? This one right here. All monkeys sell for 5% more. I think that's a really good one to use, but we do have enough for a new hero today. So I want you guys to let me know what hero should we buy next. I know a couple people said Geraldo, some people said Sai. I think for this one, Brickell might be good. Is it Brickell or Brickle? But I think she might be good for Lotus Island, but I don't think we're gonna need any of that today. I kind of want to stick with Oben. I really like his trees, and I think he'd be perfect for it today. So let's jump into this thing. We'll start on easy, we'll start on standard, and of course we cannot start that time until we hit that play button, or vice versa. So we're gonna hit time and play, and then we can also just start with Oben. I think he's a good spot right here. Probably not the best spot, but I wasn't really thinking too clearly. And then I always know with this one, if you put it too far up into the bushes, which you're allowed to do, it covers this whole little area. So you have to do it just right on the edge here. And then you have this cool little dart spot that can pretty much just take everything out. So these two together should be able to carry for a while. Now it is beginner, so we're not gonna need any farms, I don't think. Oh, wrong button, wrong button. I was trying to hit the one button for my brambles, but a boat would be really cool for this, just because could you imagine having, here's my grand plan, right? So for most of these beginner modes, most of the medium, and definitely on the hard mode, I want to go with the boat right here and have it be like mostly middle path. So cannon ship, top path, and then you're thinking, oh, well, he can't pop camo that way. And you would be correct. But if we place this sub, I'm thinking right here would be a good spot for it, but here would be obviously better, and then here would be the most satisfying. But I'm thinking right here, and we go with the top path, because once you have Bloontonium reactor, the top path, 4th tier, and then you put them on submerge, you have this beautiful spot that allows balloons to go all the way down here and then back around all the way up to this little edge right here, and this thing pops them down the entire time. Now my main problem with the nuclear sub is a while back they changed it. Just like this, a 400 could pop lead. It used to be able to, and you'd always go with the bottom path because then it would spin faster and just pop everything. But then they took that away to where only the middle path with the top path can pop lead. But I think it spins slower, or it has less pierce, something like that. And then the problem with that is that things just get through. But then you're like, well, how do you pop lead? And that's where this boat comes in. And I think this is gonna be a really cool strategy, because he's gonna decamo everything, and then he can pop all the leads, all of the balloons, all the ceramics. You can just literally pop everything. And then if we got an energizer for however much money it is on whatever mode we're playing on, it makes all the abilities cool down quicker. And guess what? The middle path boat has a cooldown on both monkey pirates and the cool middle top path 50. I don't remember what it's called. We'll get there in a second. So together their synergy should be pretty awesome. But then I'm betting it all on this tiny little loop right here. And then all it takes is like a BFB or ZOMG to get too far, and I use the ability at the wrong time. Then you have this really long excess of mess up, and that could totally happen. But all in all, I'm really excited for this map. I need to regain some of my just morale, I guess, because if you haven't watched the Shoots Black Border, you definitely have to, because that thing got wild. Let me just tell you, I did not expect our first intermediate map to go like that. I'm not sure exactly why it did go like that, but we had to deal with what we were given, and it was insane. So today we got to come off of a win, and then I really like this map too. Well, I don't really like it because I don't like that there's no like straight lines anywhere. It's not like Cubism, it's not like Monkey Meadow. There's no symmetry. It's just this glob. It's like I could see in black and white, it'd be a Rorschach test, you know, it'd just be this ink blot on the screen, and that grosses me out. I don't like that. But I do like the fact that it's one of those weirdo maps that have something going on. Like with this little lotus, you can freeze the balloons or kind of stall them with the little lotus flower, which I think is really cool. Okay, now we're going to primary only. This should be pretty easy the whole way through. And then just again, open right here. And the fact that open can see through things is so wild. And then you just put this right here, right up at the front, and then that covers it for a while. So for this one too, another great thing about this map is this is one of my favorite tack spots in this game, just because it's so closed in. It's such like a tight tack spot that if you just put it in range of this thing right here, I don't think literally anything can get past this. Now our camo's lacking, so we have to find a place to put the ice monkey after we get this one up to like an overdrive. But for a while, I think we can just rock with maybe a bottom path dart and then open. All right, though, I have a new question for you guys today, and I think you're gonna like this one. Since we're playing beginner maps, if you could remove one beginner map, like why are you removing it and why do you not like that beginner map? And my first one that goes to my head is logs. And you might think that's kind of crazy because that's like the go-to map for just doing things like 2 towers chimps or 2 mega pops is super easy on one of the longest maps, if not the longest map in the game. And you have so many different paths to pop the balloons, meaning that if it misses right here, it'll come back around and then it'll come back around and it'll come back around again. So you have all these chances. So logs just super easy, but it drives me crazy because of how long it is. So would that be the map that you remove as well? Or maybe it's something like Candy Lane or Hedge, or it just better not be Monkey Meadow or Cubism. Those are like 2 of my favorite maps in the entire game. But let me know what map you would remove and why. Is it because it was too difficult? Is it because it just drives you crazy? Because you have bad memories of losing on chimps on round 98 with the map? Because that's a lot of my maps too, I guess. And that's probably why I don't like logs now that I think about it, because I've spent so many hours on logs trying not to lose on things like 2 mega pops. Like, you have no idea how long I spent trying to do 2 towers chimps with the wizard. And what other tower did I use? I don't remember, but I remember I had to start with the wizard and you had to do this wonky thing where you had to go to strong to first to last, back and forth all the way through round 15 through all the pink balloons, because you had to solo until you could afford the other tower that could get you through the rest of the game. It was crazy, drove me nuts, but I was there for hours. That's probably why I hate it, to be honest. But honestly, for these beginner modes, we can pretty much do anything, right? I mean, it's getting pretty simple. You just need a little bit for camo and a little bit for everything else and just a tiny bit for lead. And that's why I kind of went with Open 2. He's a great lead popper. He can get us through all these things pretty early, and all we have to do is worry about like early camos, which isn't that big of a deal. And then obviously Oben, his tree. Oben's tree is beautiful and it's going to save us. So when I'm saying like I'm going to rely a lot on a boat being up front with a nuclear sub, Oben's tree is going to be like back here as my like, oh no, as I freak out and panic when I miss something. But here's round 40 already. It should be pretty simple. Yeah, pretty easy. That's pretty good. I don't think we can improve our beginner times much more other than just like basic menuing and just placing down things faster on deflation. But I think we're doing pretty solid, to be honest. If I just hit play on these, I think we do a lot better and just not worry about it. But I think I'm going to go with my strat I was just talking about because I really like it. I think it's cool. And honestly, this will cover all of it for a while. Yeah, this will be fine for a good minute. And I can put my boat right here. Watch this not be good though. Okay, we'll do this one. And then, oh, we have a lot of money left though. Huh, that should actually be fine. So I'm trying to think of rounds like, let's think, 57. There's going to be 2 Moabs, and that's not going to work for what we have there. So I think maybe like a Moab shove or a sniper would be good too. Maybe a sniper up here. Honestly, I think this will work, huh? Just a relentless glue and on a glue splatter. And the reason why I'm doing this is because he can do everything camo now, and then all the Moabs will be super slow, so this guy can kind of clean it up. That should work out. And then we'll just go with a crossbow, or I guess just triple shots. That's kind of weak. And we'll put another one here. Why not? Because let's just say, ooh, I already messed that one up. I think we'll be okay though. Pirate Lord, that's the 5th tier boat's name. I can't believe I forgot the name. I honestly have brain farts with 90% of these towers, and I call them all by the wrong name. I pronounce them wrong. I just play the game visually. Like, I just place monkeys down and pop balloons. I guess that's my whole thing here. But I think he's one of the coolest towers in the game, especially the 5th tier. He looks like Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean or SpongeBob, I guess. And I honestly don't know why we haven't really used it. I don't think we've had that many water towers, right? Like, not that many that a middle path boat would do good on. Like, Chutes would have been pretty bad. It only would have covered like 1 inch of the left track or the right track if you had them on one side or the other. When you're trying to run through everything as fast as we're trying to run through here, going from deflation to medium mode is kind of boring because medium mode's pretty much the exact same thing we've been doing here. But then when I thought about it on like putting myself outside of the situation, it's actually really smart and really cool Ninja Kiwi, because think about it. They give you, what is it, 20 grand to beat round 60 on Deflation. You're like, oh, okay, that's not that bad. So then you know when you go into medium mode, you can beat it with exactly what you just used. Just start it off a little smaller. So start with your boat, then get your sub, then get your glue, and you're in the exact same predicament, and you know you can beat it based on what you just did. So the progression that they put into this game to teach you how to play is really, really cool and really, really smart. And I just never really give it credit because I'm over here been playing for way too many hours and we're trying to go through as fast as we can. But did you see Oben's tree just destroy right there? That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's keep on going here. Let's hit beginner one time. Oh, there's our poopy brown rotor back on the medium mode. And I think we can start with Oben all the way up until chimps, right? Or maybe Impoppable too, you're not allowed to. But tell me a better start than this right here. I think I might use a free dart monkey in one of the other rounds because we can get a top path glue and that will just be busted, completely busted. But to be honest, I can see this being a little bit too easy. I know every time I say something like that, my head gets so big it blows up and we lose on Apopalypse or chimps. But my point being is that if we just place enough strong towers in this beginning part, there's really not much that can get past us. And I encourage you guys to try this stuff for yourself too, because like right now we have an advanced intel sub. So all we have to do is throw on some enhanced eyesight. And now we have a lead popper with Oben, a camo popper with the dart, and now the sub. And one of my favorite things to do is when I know I'm going to be going for the nuclear sub is just to get a 202. You have a really strong tower because airburst darts is great. And then when you eventually have the money to get the 3rd tier and the 4th tier top path, you got an even stronger tower, which destroys everything. But just be sure not to go for it like right before 40. I make that mistake so much. And then I'm like, oh, I finally got my nuke sub on 37. And then 40 comes and it doesn't do anything to the big old Moab and you lose. That happens to me so much. But I just love the nuke sub like right here. And I really want to use it in this spot so bad on this map. I think we might on chimps mode, to be honest, because, or Impoppable as well. This is just so far back that I'm afraid to even use it, but it's better than being all the way back here and then losing. But now that we have a mono shield we shouldn't lose today, I'm really excited to actually see that in play, I guess you'd say, because we've lost to dumb things. And so when my jaw just drops, if I had a camera on, you'd see my jaw drop as the balloons just waltz out this little exit, and I just go, oopsie daisy. And maybe the mono shield will give me that extra second to respawn, hit the escape button, and finally not lose. But this has always stressed me out with going for the nuke sub because I don't remember how much it costs exactly, right? Like I do on hard mode, I think it's like 27. No, I guess I don't even remember anymore. But when I do it, I'm like, okay, well now this tower is kind of useless, so I gotta like go right back to it. Oh, but we have enough for it. That's cool. But for a while, you could like mess yourself up if you submerge and unsubmerge at the wrong time. But now this is gonna carry us all the way to 39 because it's such a long little stretch. I love this tower on this map. Oh, you know what's kind of cooler than the boat? Oh, wrong one. The piranha. We can go with this one. Now I'm a little worried though that I'm kind of thinking like, what if we don't have enough for it? Don't we need the orca? The great white won't even cut it, right? And then it costs $12,500 for a Shamu. Okay, well that's not gonna work. I think we need another tower for 40. I think I'm just gonna Moab shove, and I think that's the best route here because I don't really have another option. I didn't really plan this one out good enough. So let's hope it works. And then we could use our, okay, that worked. Actually, that was pretty not bad at all. Then I can sell that. And then as soon as we get the orca, I think we're gonna be pretty good. I haven't really been able to use this guy in any of these runs yet, but I think this is actually going to be a really good map for it because if we do that farming method that I showed you guys before where we get the bottom path Monkey-opolis and then get a ton of farms, we'll have so much money we could have like the Megalodon on Impoppable. Wouldn't that be amazing? But 12,000, why is that so much money? But I can't help but think that when I don't use farms, we're doing just as good as when we use farms because yes, it takes a little bit longer to gain the money up there, but we haven't really got anything past this area. We're doing pretty good. And as long as this orca can take down 2 Moabs at a time on round 57, I don't think anything can get past us even through the rest of the rounds. I take that back. We just kind of got a little bit yeeted on some ceramics. So I need something to help clean up here. You know, it just always works, just tried and true. The recursive, like literally this thing is the solver of all problems. Let's move the timer for today though. How about like up here, but I don't want the lives to mess up. How about right here above our abilities for today? I just don't want you guys to be sitting there staring at numbers because all of the towers are gonna be in this bottom right corner for today. I don't want you guys just staring at those numbers going crazy because I know it would drive me crazy. I'm gonna move this one to here as like a backwards cleanup right there. And then we have the ultimate strategy. And we have $17,000. When did that happen? Might as well, right? Go with this one all the way there onto strong, and now you got us like super cleaner upper. I love this. I love when things work out. I get so excited and so hyped, and then I get so on the other end. I could go from so happy and so ecstatic about this game to straight down in the dumps, feeling like my whole life is over when you sit there for 3 hours on chimps or whatever it may be. Again, if you haven't watched Shoots, just watch it, guys. It's insane. Oh, and my gosh, he took down a BFB on his own. That was pretty cool. Okay, so now we're on to the next one. This one's going to be military. Not bad, not bad. You'd think I'd remember him by now, but you know, that's just me. All right, so this one, of course, the nuke sub. Duh, why wouldn't we? I think it's so funny how it depends on the map which one's gonna be the best, and by that I mean primary monkeys only, military monkey only, or magic monkeys only. Because for this particular map, I would definitely say military is gonna be better than primary because you can place more towers on the water and in a good spot, and then we can get money with the merchantmen just to make it a little bit quicker of getting up some cool stuff. But then like every other map so far besides Shoots, primary was the best, like hands down. Primary is so easy. You put some tax, a bomb, and a sharpshooter dart monkey, game over. Now I'm not saying that wouldn't work here, but like placing bombs right here is kind of awful. Well, I guess right here's pretty good. I just did that. But for sure, hands down, this is the best as military. But when is magic monkeys only ever the best? I don't think it is on any map, right? Maybe Flooded Valley, to be honest, because no, subs would still be the best on there, so it'd be military. Give me one map that magic monkeys only would be better than military monkeys only or primary monkeys only. And then also, why is there no support monkeys only? That would be a wild game. Think about it. You'd have to start off with a engineer and then automatically lose because the engineer is the worst. Oh my gosh. And just like that, on round 31, the sub destroys all. I love the sub. And then we got money on this guy. So what should be our main powerhouse here, though? Well, duh, that's a dumb question. Just go with another boat. I feel like I could only have one for some reason, but just having two would be great. Should we just be lazy and pull the Moab down? I think that's like the best way to do this, but it's just hard to time it. Well, I guess you wouldn't really be timing it. You just have to wait for it and see it. But is it ever going to come out of here? Okay. Oh, there we go. Easy stuff. That was pretty cool. And then I think, you know, I never go with this tower, but why not in this situation? Just put them right here. And then, oh yeah, this is another, oh, I didn't even realize that. The big top path will be a great tower for this as well. If you put it right here in this spot, that explosion is so satisfying. Imagine if, okay. If Impoppable and Chimps gets like too difficult and we have to set it back here anyway for like cleanup, I think we should have a big one or the biggest one right here and a nuke sub. And that would just be such a cleanup awesomeness. I'm watching this little mortar monkey right here consistently slam that button over and over and over. And I was thinking to myself, like, how awful would it be to be a mortar monkey? Like, not only is the tower not good, but then you're this guy who has to constantly hit this lever forward and backwards to make it work. But then this button guy, look how fast it's hitting it. What is the first thing that makes you think of? It makes me think of when you're standing at a street light and you're about to go over a crosswalk and you have to hit the button to cross, but for some reason in your head, you can't just press it once and sit back. You have to hit it 14,000 times until it finally says walk. And that's just what that feels like to me. Let me know if you guys do that as well. I'll still never get over the power of investing. Just buying this guy early on, he's given us, I think, about $8,000 by the time we're done with this, which has bought us close to this guy, if not this one for sure. So you pretty much just get a free tower by sacrificing in the beginning and buying some money stuff. So I love it. But next is going to be Apopalypse. So I'm actually going to think ahead on this one because I always scramble. But we're going to be playing calmer today. I'm starting later off in the day for me, not like early in the morning when I'm all crazy, just have my coffee. So what we're going to do is we're going to get Sada for this just to be safe. And then we're going to get in here and try this one out. Watch me be wrong. No, it is Apopalypse. That's good. But every time we go with Sada, we have a better chance. And then we know to go straight for the Druid. We have these same problems every time. We don't need to. We'll put him on last so he just stays like that forever. And look how clean that is. He's hitting 3, if not 4 of these guys. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get a Druid. I think a sub would be really good too. Like back here is like a cleanup, and then we could turn that one into the nuke sub. That might actually be a really good plan too now that I think about it. It's like back here. But the Druid will be better. No. I always said, okay, we're going to do this way. Okay. Gosh, I do this every time to stop being bad at this game. One thing I just keep telling myself over and over on Apopalypse is, remember, it's better to hit home than to completely lose, because you could also reset those random seed that you get, because I'm sure you guys have noticed on Apopalypse, every single round would be different. If I am getting overwhelmed with a bunch of like regions and I hit home and start over, it's not going to be the same. Like it's always completely different. So better just to go with it. Now for, I think for this one, we're going to go like this, and then we're going to buy this guy up to advanced intel. I don't know if that's the best play off the go, but that'll cover all of our camo and then Sada can cover our lead, and then we're gonna go immediately for a druid. Just because I still don't understand how Apopalypse works, and I'm not sure what round we're going to get camo, so we'll just leave it like that. He can only see, well, he can kind of see right there, so it's not the worst. And if I do have money later to upgrade to a crossbow, that'll be really good. Now, before we get too crazy, like I said, we're going to get a druid, and then we need to farm. Like, we need to farm like crazy. I'm going to put the druid back here because we don't really need him for popping power. Well, actually, across the thing will be good too. We'll put him back there. Because once we get our nuke sub, we're good on camo. Dude, unless something wild happens and we just get a bunch of like that. Oh my goodness. Oh, I told myself we had this. We have Sada. Okay. Why do I put myself in these situations? But unless something super crazy happens, like all these stupid regrows, I think we should be okay because we just need the druid and we're safe. And then we just need a like nuke sub, and then we need to find something to pop the Moab. I forgot about the Moab, but we need money too. Okay, there we go. Druid. I love it. That's golden. Money time. I'm taking a big risk here, but so far so good. I'm going to farm. Because the druid, I just forget how great he is because he stops all the regrows, and that is so helpful. And just putting his thorn on the ground literally stops all the regrows, saving our life a million times, and we have all of our camo covered. I'm just trying to think, should I go for a nuke sub or go for the bottom path? Not really sure. But there we go, there's our farm. I only need one. We don't have to get too crazy here. We're only going around 60. This might be our cleanest and safest Apopalypse run ever. I didn't have to hit home. I had a quick panic in the beginning with the leads, but this is turning into be craziness. And now I see 2,500 from my nuke sub. I went with this boat instead because I think he's gonna pop the Moabs a little bit better. And if not, I could just buy another boat too, or even like attack would be really good. Oh, attack might be actually really good. And then now we got this guy here. This is crazy. Yeah, this will guarantee the like Moab pops. I think that'll be a solid play. I was thinking about this being one of the hardest difficulties for a lot of people, especially newer players, would be Apopalypse, just because it's so random, it's so crazy, you never know what to expect. Do you guys like it when I label the description like what time to click ahead so you guys can just like skip to these or save them for later? I haven't been doing that lately, but I've heard some people do like that. So let me know if I should start leaving timestamps for everything. Right now I think this is the play right here, an embrittlement. Oh yeah, nothing should get past us. And then putting a little guy right here for some cleanup. Plus we still have this sub. We are killing it. Dude, I saw a fortified in there. Since when are fortifieds in this one? That's crazy. Well, I guess they should be, right? I don't really know, but I don't care. That was the cleanest one we've ever done. Now we have reverse. That's just the other side. Yeah, that's so goofy. Oh, we still have Sada though, huh? I'm gonna leave her right here and just kind of let these guys take over. I think that's fine. Put this guy in last. To be honest, though, this is even cleaner of a sub spot because if you had like a village, it'll reach over to here and you just have this like 20-foot long spot. Still not as good as this one though, because if you place it just like this and then you get long range, it literally hits like all of this. It's so cool. I think we're on track to be our fastest time yet so far. I know Skates was our last beginner map and we did like an unbelievably fast time, but we had some mistakes and some hiccups that I think we can fix. And I think we're there because this is so quick. And I think a lot of it has to do with the same reason why we did so good on Skates is for the fact that the map is curved right out the go. If it just comes out straight, you don't have that many great places to place things, but this is perfect. And now we're gonna use like a similar strat that used to beat the boss event. And from 40 to 60, this is like the best way to farm a boss is by using the Bloon traps and the rubber to gold dudes, and you just get all this tons and tons of money. And I think we're just gonna try that out right here, and it pops everything too. It keeps it all at the front. If you've never used this strategy, give it a shot. You got your rubber to gold up there guy just making you tons of money on all those leads, and now he's turning everything rubber to gold. And my placement's not the best, so he's not getting them all, but when he can get them all and you have like a glue gunner here to even slow him down more, it just gets so crazy. He slows them all down, he golds them all, and then you're just making tons and tons and tons and tons of money. But don't forget to put your Moab shove. Otherwise, you will not beat the Moab. That is for sure. See, now when he pops it, it's going to go straight into there and you just make that money. But just in case, put a little guy here just for a little bit of cleanup. Oh, we don't have good camo though, huh? And this is the full extent of the strategy. We got the glue gunner here. We can give him a glue hose to make it even better. We got these guys as far off as we can. Now, the problem with this strategy is that these guys have such a high attack range that they take away from their own traps by shooting. So you have to put them like the far edge, which then means these guys can't get as much going. But as you can see, they're still like helping. So this guy is $6,800. This one has $12,000. That is crazy. But why are we getting all this money though? Now that I just thought about it, like you either have to get the money with them or you sacrifice the money, because as soon as we get another tower that can help, it just kind of makes it goofy. But this is nuts though, for how fast we're making money and how fast we're beating the rounds. This is actually really cool. You know what tower I'm gonna go with, which is gonna be so different? Oh, I was gonna go with Carpet of Spikes, but I don't have enough experience for it. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay, never mind that one. I'm kind of just greeding on the money though. Why don't we just do this for like every single one? This is so cool. Oh my gosh. We could just do this and grab this one now. Call it a day. There we go. Ah, why not? It's still gonna collect some money, not the best, but that was so cool. I've never farmed that good with this strategy in my life. You guys should use this. Just like that. Already done. So easy. Oh, no, not the collect. Okay, hurry. Okay. That one gets me every single time, but today we're not going to lose it. That was silver mode already, pretty cool. We're already on hard mode starting at 48 minutes. That's not bad at all. And I'm cheating with Sada. Okay, after the next one, no more Sada, okay? I keep forgetting. I wanted to use Oben for all these. His trees are really good. Like, I wasn't just saying that. I want to use Oben. And he's like the ocean guy, you know? He's not the ocean skin, but Oben's still like nature anyway, so I still count him for it. Now, again, I just want my boat up here because Grape Shots is great and I want to get as much money as we can. So I'm gonna go with faster shooting and Grape Shots to kind of carry us until I can get probably even a couple farms, just until I have to use Sada's ability. That's when I can justify like, okay, we're spending too much on money. So far, so good. I haven't even had to use Sada's ability. We haven't missed any balloons, but it is taking a little bit of time here. So I think what I'm gonna do is get this one ready to go. And now we can pop leads, camos, but why not just get the cannon chip and just pop everything because he's so good. I'm a little nervous at 36. I want to see what happens here, but I'm gonna greed just a little bit farther because the earlier rounds are just so easy and so fast. And look at the cannon chip. He's actually overpowered. What is it, like 3 shots and he's taking that entire pink rush down? I mean, granted, he does have like 2 sides to those little cannon bombs, so I guess that makes sense. But wow. I was hoping to have enough for Monkey Pirates before the Moab, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So we're just gonna go with our original plan of going with this one, and then hopefully it'll like take it out. That'll be cool. Sada. Okay, cool. Okay. Now we can go with this one, and we got a good little team here. We have no problems. Dude, this guy's not strong enough. That Moab made it pretty far through right now. I mean, we're going to have the big boat here, but I just want to show you that it wasn't as strong as I thought. But now that we got this cool guy, Captain Jack over here, I'm going to get rid of this one because I have been noticing, like, see how it takes a second for me to recognize camos with my boat? This should give me more range, and now I shouldn't have to worry about that. That's pretty cool. And they're faster. So, I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, I could just make it a camo one, but that defeats the purpose. But as I'm sitting here admiring the symmetry and the perfectness of these 3 farms and how they're just like perfectly in sync with each other, I just realized that I have a lot of plushies from Ninja Kiwi, but I don't have a banana farm. When are they gonna make the banana farm? And I'm pretty sure it's gonna be my favorite one. Just imagine how cool that would be to see this little guy in a plushie. Does Alchemist on a boat matter? I think it does, right? I think he attacks slow enough that it would actually work. So let's just do that. And then that should be enough for honestly everything. I want to get energized though, because I think it'll be super, super cool. So let's do that and actually just relax a little bit. I don't think we need any more. And then we could just buy this when we have enough for it. We'll buy the Monkey Intelligence Bureau, and so he can pop lead, and then we have everything covered, and we should be moving very, very, very fast. I will tell you what though, since we started not clicking our upgrades and doing them in the beginning, I'm not having that same problem of losing a lot of time from it, but I need to remember to click these paragons because they're driving me crazy. I hate seeing them on the screen like this. Like, it's kind of mess with my eyes, especially when this one's at the very far bottom and it's like right next to what we're doing. I need to move it, but then it's like, where do I move it to? Because then there's more of them everywhere. The Energizer already pops LEDs, right? It doesn't need an MIB. Does it? I mean, I would hope so. For $34,000, that's kind of crazy. This is our first time using the Monkey Buccaneer and the Energizer, but look at the discrepancy between the pops. We got 28,000 on him. I think I can use this thing. And then we have like 300,000, 279,000 on the big guy. So he's way better, let's just say that. But we're on our next one, which is Magic Monkeys only. No. I'm gonna waste time here because I said I'm gonna do it and it's driving me crazy. I need my guy Oben. No more Sada. Come on, man. Let's back into this. Magic Monkeys only. That wasted about 15 seconds maybe. Not a big deal. I think we can recover from something like that. For this one, we're just going to go with the tried and true Ninja Oben Alchemist just to carry us through the beginning mode until we can decide what tower we want to use after that. But with this guy popping camo and this guy covering lead, he has his brambles, he's going to have his tree, and then in like 25 years, he's going to have a buff for this Magic Monkey, I think at like a level 11 or 18 or something crazy. We're going to have an impossible team. No, an Impoppable team. No, a popping team. It's going to pop off, just trust me. And for those of you that notice that you're starting to struggle with just these two right here, while you're trying to save up for your Bloon Jitsu, most of the time that shouldn't be a problem, but as you can see, like right there, I started to struggle a little bit. You can always grab your Alchemist first. I like to do that too, and then get him up to a 3rd tier with the 2 middle ones. And then you are guaranteed to have enough money before you lose anything to get to Bloon Jitsu. And that's even on Chimps mode. Like there's very few maps where you can have this going that won't work on. I mean, quote me, maybe Dark Castle or something crazy, or like a 2-lane map. But for any 1-lane beginner, intermediate, and most advanced maps, this will work 100% of the time. And just like that around 34. Now, unless things have changed, we should have enough for a stronger stimulant, which is a guarantee popping of the Moab, especially in this like long track. I love this bend in this track. This is why it's making it so fast and so easy. I know I've said it before, but so maybe I should be more happy that it's not symmetrical in all lines like Monkey Meadow and Cubism. Because Cubism is going to be one of the slower maps because that first stretch goes like all the way down to here before you actually can have a solid spot to attack. So maybe. I totally forgot one of the coolest things about the wizard. Yes, he's blocked off, but as soon as you buy this, he's not blocked off anymore. And then Arcane Mastery gives you massive range. It's actually really cool. And so then we can cover, yeah, that's pretty much everything. And if he gets the Arcane Spike, he can pop those camo leads because I was worried about that for 59 on this one actually. But I think we'll have Oben's Tree and Arcane Spike. I just think it's pretty crazy that you have to have $10,800 to pop lead with your favorite path wizard. Now, am I saying that the top path is my favorite? At one point in my life it was, but I think now it'd probably be the bottom path, of course, because Prince of Darkness is awesome. But still, look at this dude's range. It's insane. I haven't seen the Bloons in a while. I think this is a pretty solid strategy. Just now I have to try to get 34 grand before 63. And even then, I have lost on 63 with a 5th tier Archmage. It's the sickest thing in the world to see, but it can happen. It doesn't look like we're gonna make it. Oh my gosh, I don't wanna lose here. So I'm gonna put Oben right here and he's going to be our last line of defense. And then should I just kind of like, it's $4,000. Let's do this. Let's buy this one, sell it, and then do that. I don't know if that's going to be the smart play here, but I'm going to go for it. I hope we don't lose. That'll be so goofy. Oh, dude, that was Destroyer of Worlds. All right, just put this guy back and I think we're good. Why is he doing really, really good? It has to be the ninja, right? Or is he actually buffed by Oben? Okay, he does have an Oben buff. Maybe that's why he's being so good. Because I'm not kidding. I've lost with him so many times. Hey, but don't count your chickens before they hatch or kiss the golden goose that's laying the eggs. Don't bite the hand that feeds. I think that's a good one for this situation. I'm not good with my old proverbs. It does not work with me. But what does work with me is dad jokes. Because if you guys didn't know, I'm going to be a dad soon. Around December this year, I will be a first-time dad. And so I've been practicing on my jokes, and I have this one. I went to this bar on the moon, but unfortunately, the atmosphere wasn't good there. And the service wasn't great either, but the drinks were out of this world. Look, you see, there was 2 parts to that one. There was 2 different jokes. Oh my gosh, I'm a goober. But I'm excited to use all these kind of jokes. So like, I don't think the baby will understand them, but I'll wait until she's older. But so far, we're using towers that we don't really use, and I'm not complaining. Like, they're great. Archmage has been awesome. Middle path boat's been awesome. The top path sub has been awesome. What else can we use here? I'm really excited for Impoppable because we're going to have so much money that I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I think I'm going to go with an Apex Plasmaster, but what I'm concerned about is right here. If I don't place the Dart Monkey just right, is he not going to be able to see through the bush? Or does the Apex Plasmaster not have like a range thing? Like if I put him behind a wall, can he still attack because he's like, you just paid a ton of money and used all of the 5th tiers to get him there? I would hope that he can see through walls, and I hope that they can all see through walls. But just in case they can't, I guess we have to place him in our secret super spot right there. Since we don't need Oben's tree, what if we just put it in the front and just say, hey, Oben, do your job, buddy. Just place it right there. And then we have the Cookie Monster ability too that I'm going to use on, I guess 79 is, oh wow, that actually worked. That was cool. We got money for it. Okay, 80, here's what we're going to do. We're going to Sticky Bomb it. Then we're going to Cookie Monster it. Here we go. I think that's it. Okay, Cookie Monster is a blow up. Okay, that actually wasn't that bad. It could have been a little bit faster, but can't it always be a little bit faster? Of course, I said that no matter what happens. And now it's just double HP. Oh man, I was hoping it was half cash. I just want to get done with half cash and never do it again. But I think I'm not mistaken on that. If I put an Apex Plasma Master right here, he's not going to do his job. So we're going to have to place him here, like right in the tree, like perfectly. That's so weird. But this one, 100%, we're going to be going with the boat strategy because it's double HP Moabs. And you guys tell me in the comments all the time that we should go for the double HP Moabs, go for the boat because it can just yank it down in one shot. So no better tower other than maybe like the Moab Assassin, but the boat is a good tower. We need it anyway, so we might as well. Oh, and I forgot we got our first like militaries way cheaper because look at that. It was only 360. That is so cool. I did get a little greedy. I had to use Oben's Bramble right there to capture that last little pink on round 15, but we made it through it. Now we have our grape shots. Oh no, look at this. Not good, not good, not good. Okay, that was not good. That took way too long. So I think I'm just gonna like cover myself here and make sure we're good. But what do I have for camo? We're gonna have to do this what we did earlier, right? And then this time we're gonna put him here just because, no, that's such a waste of space though, huh? He needs to be back here, like right there. That's even a waste of space. And then here's our other camo. We're good. That's a good spot. Sometimes when I'm placing towers, I feel like I'm layering for the winter. Like you got your little baby camo there, and then he's like your t-shirt. And then you got this guy's the jacket because he's like the extension of the t-shirt. Then you got this guy. He's like your boots. No, Oben's the boots because he's the hero. He's consistent. Keeps you warm. And then this guy's like your pants, because you just wear jeans. No matter how cold it is, you just wear jeans, right? You have like 47 layers on your top half. You have a beanie, you have earmuffs, you have the whole shebang. You have like really thick socks, really thick boots, and then you just got jeans. At least that's what I do, and it's kind of silly, but it works. Just make sure to get Monkey Pirates before 39 though, or before 40 at least, so you can have time for it to regenerate so you can use it on 40. And then it's just so cool because it's literally not going to mean anything. Like HP Moabs is going to be no different than just regular Moab when you get this guy. It just most of the time, like I read your guys' comments and you suggest using this one, or for instance, let's say like the Moab Assassin, but it just, they don't have utility. Like if I'm on shoots and I use that boat, or if I'm on logs and I use that boat, the boat's not really good on logs because he can't attack for a while. Oh dude, I did it again. But on this map, it's actually really, really cool to use the boat. So it makes sense. Like he's actually helping. But if he's like way back over here on town center, and then I have the boat, like he's only good for pulling down the Moabs, it's just kind of silly to me. But then I just realized that even with this, he's not going to regenerate fast enough to like use it all the time. So I just grabbed a Moab shove because I feel like that'll keep us honest. That'll keep the Moab in our face so we can just at least keep attacking it. And then this guy should clean up everything underneath, I would hope. And then if I remember to do it correctly, use the pulley thing on the last one to speed up the round. That worked out great actually. But then just as expected, are we going to have enough for 2 of them on this one? That's just 1? Oh, so, okay. Oh, that worked actually, because then we destroyed one, pulled the other. That was actually really cool. I'm just gonna keep using it every time I see it. How about that? Okay, longest 53 ever. I guess it worked. I pulled it last second. And then we'll just put the tree right here. Like just call it a day with that. And then we shouldn't have to worry about nothing. Well, then we got our boat. Oh my gosh, so easy. So we are not doing as good as I thought we would for these rushes. Like they're only going to right here, so it's not the worst thing in the world, but they're just going farther than I thought they would. It doesn't matter. We're doing still pretty good. But can you imagine using a Comanche on a speed run? But we're doing it, and it's actually doing really well. And the reason why I thought to use it is because he's really good at holding those Moabs back. So I figured if we just keep them here, they won't spread out, and we don't have to worry about his popping as much. And then once we get Comanche Commander, he has 3 of his buddies helping him out. And now it really shouldn't matter, right? Like double HP is just regular HP now because he's holding them back and destroying them. And then we got this guy, which we could just keep clicking this button and pulling whatever to help speed it up. But so last but not least, I'm going to sell all these and then buy a permaspike with 10,000. Oh, I missed it by what, 100 bucks, 500 bucks. What a goofball. Because I do want to get more experience so I can eventually get the carpet of spikes. I think that'll be a really, really fun tower to use, and it'll change things up since we've never used it before. So I can't decide who's better. This guy's catching up with his 115, 16,000. This guy's 160. So the plane's catching up, but the problem is that I don't think it really matters since it's because he's right here and the boat's all the way back here. So I think that has a lot to do with it. But either way, we get to pull down this Moab or ZOMG and we're done with that one. Double HP was actually double nothing. And now we just have to go on to the worst one ever, Half Cash. Okay, so this one, I guess we'll just start off with a dart and then wait for Obes. That's what we call them in the biz. Oh gosh, I need to stop. I'm killing myself. And then we'll just go like this, and that should be good enough, honestly. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then he can kind of snipe him across here. Now, I just don't know if I should get like super crazy and then, oh geez, as soon as I do that, right? Okay, so I think what we'll do here is a sniper just to speed it up a little bit. I don't know why, but for a second I thought a red penalty timer was gonna pop up just because every time I have anything leak, I feel like I'm just a big loser. But we're gonna leave this guy on last so we can keep going like that. And then I want to save up for Oben. I just don't know if it's the smartest play. Now I know we're not gonna lose, obviously. We have a Mana Shield, 100 lives, we got a sniper, but I just don't wanna waste time. Here we go, we got Oben, that's awesome. But how do you normally get $1 for one red balloon, right? So how do you get half of $1? Are they literally giving me 50 cents for a red balloon in this? I never thought of it that way, but I feel like that's what's happening. That's weird. This tower has to be top contender for the best tower in the game because every time I have to go for something difficult, what do? I place a druid. On Apopalypse, when I know it's going to get scary, I place a druid. When on Half Cash, I place a druid. They're just for the cost. It is such a great tower and keeps us just out of so much trouble. But we really don't have much camo to speak of, and that's kind of scary. Oben's so dumb. Why do he place his bramble at the front? I guess it works. So there's our camo, and this will actually cover for the entire rest of the camo up to 40. But now I have no idea what to do for this Moab. I'm pretty nervous about it because I'm thinking airburst darts would be pretty solid because then I could use the range of these guys and then eventually turn it into a sub, like a nuke sub. But it's not that good of a tower. If I placed him here, that thing would shred it open for sure. I'm gonna do it. And then we're gonna go with this guy's range here. Now he sees camo and he has a really good range. That should be okay, hopefully. And then we'll use his brambles too. Brambles, okay, not bad. Okay, not the best, but not the worst. And then with this one, we should be good, but now we just need some more actual damage. What should we use? So this isn't the fastest or the cleanest because look how long it's taking to pop Moabs down, but it is keeping us safe, and I guess that really all that matters. And I think 55 will even go with all these ceramics because this sub is just so good. But 63 is a big old no-no, like it just destroyed. So I'm thinking get rid of this guy here and just go completely nuts. This will have to be our win on 63 for sure. I wish I could fit another one here though. But you know what we do have is Oben's tree that we can place in the back just right there for some safety. Place the tree down. Let's see how this goes. We have 2 recursives. The first rush just went into my tree. It hasn't destroyed it yet, so I mean, it must be working. I hope it's gonna get destroyed now for sure. Oh, wow, okay. That wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. Will these be enough for this though? Okay, tree it up. Dude, we don't have even enough to take down Moabs. Half Cash is easily the worst game mode. You can't change my mind, I'm sorry. So far, my little plan's working. I have an overdrive and an embrittlement and then some bombs to clean it up, which leads me to believe, oh, we gotta fill that tree back up. Leads me to believe that my previous statement of saying that primary is the best ones because we do have a druid here. Oh, 48,000 pops? 9,000, 43,000 pops, and 23,000 pops, and then 38. So our best is the druid. I was just about to say that we don't even need the druid because it's all primary and he's doing the most pops, but he does have the best range on these pops. So I don't know, it's debatable, I guess. But since he's the boss, let's just go to Jungle's Bounty. Why not? To make it even better. It's because he's double buffed by Oben. That's just cheating. Like if you place down a regular tower, you just get 1 buff, but the druid gets 2 buffs. So it looks like I have enough money for 2 Moab Maulers at the end, and then we can refix our tree here. The overdrive and then embrittlement should do enough on their own, and then we should clean it. Dude, that worked. I'm okay with that. And then what are we on now? Alternate balloon rounds? That won't be too difficult. I mean, can we start with Oben? Oh, we can. So there's our lead popping right off the go. I'd say skip the dart monkey and go. Oh, dude. Come on. What's up with... Oh, my gosh. With these placements, what are you doing? Okay, that's my fault. That is my fault right there. That's just a waste of time. Just wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Okay. Because camo comes before lead. I was so excited about that, but at least we should be covered now for the most part. And then I do have Oben's brambles in case that happens again. It looks like we're okay. We're good. And then you forget that there's camo lead on 24. Alternate balloon rounds, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so how are we going to solve that problem? I guess we'll just have to get like a simple goofball for now and put him right there. It wasn't even that I was being greedy. I just completely forgot about such a basic thing in this game mode. What a lame-o. Dude, I'm losing a lot of lives here. This is crazy. I think we'll be okay though. I'm gonna like chance it. What the heck just happened? This guy wasn't strong enough. Like his juice from the alchemist wasn't actually like hitting him. And so it didn't make the ninja any stronger, which is kind of a joke. So that sucked. So just in case we can't destroy this Moab, I'm gonna actually go with the top path. Got that large calibre, as you guys like to call it, and then we'll maybe get deadly precision. I'm hoping. I don't actually know here. I shouldn't have greeted for the farm. I did that thing where I buy 2 202 farms. I think we'll be okay here. Yeah, that's fine. I bought 202 farms and then sold it once I hit like 700 bucks for the one farm. I thought that would be like a smarter play. Not sure if it's true, but hey. Because I haven't sat down and done the math, but I don't understand why it wouldn't be any faster. Because if you think about it, I'm gonna have to wait for it to upgrade both of these to 3130, which is pretty expensive. But if I just buy this one and then wait for $700 and sell this, now I got a marketplace. Like that just seems faster to me. Okay. I'm gonna waste some money here to test this. Ultravision should go through obstacles. It doesn't. Is it a monkey knowledge? I swear Ultravision goes through things. That is so ugly. What a waste of money. All right, so I think our next best tower would be, I think we should do it, the biggest one. I like the biggest idea. Let's get rid of that one real quick and then we'll put these right here. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Pop them out. And don't forget the sub. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? What are you doing? So I'm a little bummed at how my journey is going on Impoppable, right? Not Impoppable, what even is this? Alternate balloon rounds. We're getting kind of destroyed, to be honest. And I think it's because I just went with like towers not in the right order. If you start off with like random stuff, then you're gonna like end up playing random strategies when it's the same exact game, just different rounds or alternate. So I could have just went through what worked with the boat and the sub, but then I was like, oh no, because I'm getting like, well, I'm getting crazy BFB rushes on 62, and what is even 63 gonna be? Well, it doesn't matter because this guy will take it down. But I think once we get the biggest one, it really won't matter regardless. And then I did farm pretty well, like we have 4 farms. And then the one thing good about this garbage dump of a tower is that it can like clear up the track. Like if I miss something, I can go like boop, 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 and then clean up myself, you know what I mean? So that's not that worst. And there we go, biggest one. Oh my gosh, I forgot how much decimation it does to actual normal balloons. And then like, I think he hits this entire corner. So if I just put him here, he'll hit everything. Actually, just leave him there, huh? Why not? Or even closer right there. And we'll camo this village out so we don't have to worry about that. And another tower I don't use too much, but which is a really, really good tower would be the Shattering Shells. Because now everything's defortified and then the biggest one's just gonna destroy it. Now, if I buff this guy, will he get even stronger and better and faster and crazier? Like just straight up just money him? And then why not? Because we can. Let's get rid of the ninja and then we'll get rid of all of this stuff here because we're almost done. And then we'll get the perma spike. That'll get us some more experience for my ultimate endeavor of getting the carpet of spikes. And then it's also just really cool because we have perma spikes, which nothing can get past. Then with the biggest one here to clean it all up, this is a really fun strategy. Oh, we have enough for carpet of spikes. That is so cool. Okay, I'm gonna click it really fast, just really fast. That's it. Last time I'm ever gonna do that in my entire life. We're done. That maybe wasted like 2 seconds. We can go like this and then buy that one and then, oh, I bought the wrong one. Oh well. Well, I didn't buy the wrong one. We don't have enough for it. That's a big bummer. We still don't have enough for it. Like, how much do I gotta spin here? You're just a Moab, dude. Just lose already. That was ridiculous. But now we're on the cool one and we got to switch to our bin boy real quick. So we'll switch to bin and we're going to go play, hit this one, and we're on Impoppable. We were going very, very, very fast. I think we might actually have a world record time here if we do it just right. So we'll put this guy on Impoppable right there. And then we'll put this guy right here. Hopefully it's going to be enough. So far, so good. I might have to buy a sniper like last second, but I'm trying to get my bin as fast as I can here, and I think we're doing it. Except for bin has to go up here though, huh? Like right up there. Yeah, that works. Okay, we're good. We got our bin. That's all I needed. So in round 10 ultimately destroys us. We'll just hit that button and then we're good. That was awesome. Okay. Need 540. There we go. Oh my gosh, this is actually working. We're going to go so fast right now. I thought I was going to have to buy camo first, but we're actually going to have enough for a full 200 farm, I think, before we even see our first camo, unless I agreed to a little too much. The name of the game is all money in this one, in Impoppable, for sure. But there's our, oh, that's so awesome. And then we can just do this. Perfect, now we're covered. Okay, we're getting a little too ahead of ourselves. So what do we do for leads though? Should we just go with the basic sniper, keep it easy, and they'll also help us out? Or should we get something else here? Let's go with one of these. I know we haven't used it in a while and I know it's really good and it does the camo. I just hope he can pop all the leads. Usually like pulls up the rug, but he did it. There we go, that's good. I'm taking a big risk here by farming instead of worrying about 36, but I just don't care, to be honest, because we're gonna waste a little bit of lives there. No, we didn't even, oh dude, we're still doing it. That's so good. Oh my goodness. So what I think I'm gonna do here though is try not to lose, and then I'll just get this one now. It's not the best for farming, but I don't have to worry about any balloons now. So that's good. That's a good point. But now how do we take down the Moab? I can just brute force fight it. Why not? Just brute him. Will that even work though? It should. Dude, okay, I had to use my ability. That was bad. But I think we'll be okay for a while until that next Moab. So we'll focus on farming, just get a little bit greedy, and then we'll buy the big boat, and then we'll get rid of the wizard. I think we have a good plan here. Okay, so we got our 3 farms. So you guys remember the drill. So now we buy a village. I don't really want to though. Like these guys don't need to be discounted. Okay, we're just gonna keep doing our own thing over here. I really don't want to mess with all that. So I'm gonna put this one over here and then buy this one right there. Oh, but everything in range has to be popped. That's the whole point of it, right? Oh, that's so stupid. Okay, let's just do this then. I'm so tired of myself. I just fight with myself back and forth. All right, so we're gonna go like this one then, like that. Why isn't it cheaper? Shouldn't Monkey Town be cheaper or was it cheaper? I'm losing my mind here. I swear it wasn't it's that expensive. So now we buy Monkey City. We sell this one. We buy this one because we have just enough for it and they're double discounted. We buy that. Now we have this awesome team here. And then before we even lose, we have enough money to buy this one on 50. And then that should start taking down Moabs. And then why not? Let's get Dragon's Breath because he's super strong. And now we have an awesome team. So then with our double discount, we buy a farm right here. Up to the top path, of course. And with a small fee of $11,000 that we almost have right now, we can sell these 2 and then we have enough almost. I do this every time. 11,000 and change. How about that? Now we have a top path farm with this one already and we're killing it. But wait, there's more. I'm super greedy, so I'm going to farm a second farm before we even get to 63, knowing that I'm going to get wrecked on 63. But I'm pretty sure we'll have 31,000 for Pirate Lord by then because this farming is so efficient. Almost there, and there we go, Pirate Lord. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. And then should I make this one the faster one or this one the faster one? If I do this, is he in range? No. Okay, so that was a big waste. So I'm just going to buy this one, and then now he's that one. We'll just rely on the sub for our camo. Not a big deal. This is wild. We have so much money already. Why did you guys let me farm with those bottom path farms for so long? That's the loser farms because look how much money we're making. This is insane. But the point is that those farms are super chill and you can't deny that. So that's why I like going with them. Like for Impoppable, it is really cool to just speed through it like this and just have like unbreakable strats. And my goal every time has been to get the Apex even faster each time. Because then once you get it, it just carries to the end game and you're done and you can just relax. Like I like playing the game, but I also like seeing how fast I cannot play the game. Like if we can just be done on 70 with an Apex, guess what? That is super cool. That's so awesome. So now we have 5 farms and then this one. We've never really done that before. I don't think I've done that before. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna get this one for later. So when we sell, they're worth even more. And we'll do that up here as well. Just so we can get all our money back and buy the Apex even quicker. And then just start buying stuff, right? Just start buying those guys, get them all the way up. There's our first crossbow master. Second crossbow master. Here's the Plasma Monkey fan club. And then I'm gonna make this guy our Apex. And we just need $180,000. I already have the 25 dart monkeys over here. So he's gonna be like level 30 or 40 or something crazy. These will sell for around 25 each. So 125,000. 145,000, 150 and 106. We already have it. Oh my gosh, we already have it. I'm done. We're done. We're tapping out, guys. Just sell it all. That's what we came here for. Buy it, call it a day, use the rest of our money. 24,000 more. And we got a level 38 Apex Plasma Master, and he's not blocked off the main screen. We still have our nuke sub. We still have our boat. Oh my goodness. Might as well make it even a little bit more still. Let's go all the way with this one, all the way to that one. And then we will get a village on it to make it even better and faster. Dude, look at that. It goes out of the screen. Nothing can touch us. I have not seen a Bloon or Moab way before I got the Apex Plasma Master. So this is insane. And then I've been thinking about my chimp strategy because that's what we need to do first is just plan. That's another reason why I like to do this. It lets me just give me a second to breathe. And I wanted to go with the boat because he's really, really good. But then I'm also thinking we can get the Axis of Havoc achievement, which is on chimps mode using all 3 5th tier snipers. And I'm not just doing it as like a gimmick. I think it can actually be very useful. So I'm going to actually do that, but we're going to grab Sada instead. So let's grab our Sada here. No more Benjamin or whatever we were just using, and no more Oben. And then we're going to do this. Now we can't lose, so we have to make sure we do it right the first time, but I think this will work. And we'll put her here so she can clean up everything because she's just a great tower in that spot. So we're going to lead off with an airburst dart strat 202. So now we can both see camo Sada and the sub. And then for lead, we're going to go with a simple guy right here. But now I'm kind of rethinking what I was just telling you guys, because if I can't fit 3 on this platform, it's not going to be worth it for me. So there's 1, 2, 3 maybe. I think I can make it work. Let's just go for it. So this will be this one right here, and that'll be our lead popper right there. So right, just like that. Easy stuff. And then here's my nuclear reactor, Bloontonium reactor sub. Now, the reason I decided to go against going with like a top path mortar, that biggest one, which would actually be really, really, really good. I'm kind of like feeling like an idiot right now. We could still do it. Actually, I don't know. Would Axis of Havoc be better on something like Cubism? I think it would. I really wanted to go with it, but now I'm thinking like, why would we pass up this opportunity for such a great tower on this map? Like I always talk so much smack on the mortar, but this will be a perfect spot for it. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I think this is a better plan. Let's be smart about it, you know? I don't want to lose. Like the best way to get the fastest time is to not lose. And right now we're doing really, really, really good. So why screw that up? So what we'll do for this one is we'll just make sure we can take down the Moab. And then I do like the fact that I can use this as a cleanup if it's getting a little scary. We have Sada's ability, which is global. And then we have the mortar, which is somewhat global. Not the best, but it'll work. Let's see how this works. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So I need to move this over here. Okay, there's Sada. There we go. Okay, now put this one back. Just look at the range on this sub. He has all of this track here and then a little bit of a fidget there, and then it comes back around. Then he can actually harm them here too. Meanwhile, this guy's getting his range plus more. So I might just shoot straight for the biggest one, $38,880, which is such a weird amount to be honest. But I don't know if I can take down Moabs with this. I think a better plan would be to have this one, but 3240 is a lot of money. So the mortar works for the Moabs, but just not as good as I'd like it to. So I don't know if we'll be able to make it to that 30. Just watch how bad this is. So it works, but I think we need a little bit more power. What else could we use? Like, I feel like attack would be cheaper, but eventually I'm going to get the sniper anyway. So I might as well just grab it. Because I think main Moabs are going to be very, very beneficial just to slow things down for us a little later on. Yeah, that helps a lot. Because this biggest one's great. When you have it for 38 grand, that's so much money. But then we need everything to slow down. So I think what we'll do is we'll put like glue gunners down. We'll make him speed up with jungle drums. We'll probably buff him up with an alchemist. We'll use this guy to slow things down. Maybe like a bottom path boomerang to even slow down the Moabs. And then he can just destroy. It'll be like a little death circle right here. Or Death Peninsula? Death Florida? I don't know. Here's our first BFB. I don't know if we can take it. I guess I'll use Sada. That worked, I guess. That wasn't the best, but ooh, we need $9,000 still. That's kind of scary. So 63 is almost nothing here, but as you can see, there's like some that are getting past here, which are pretty scary. Okay, so I did have to use Sada there. That's not good. Oh, but I have her second ability. Okay, not a big deal. We can just use that if we need to. That works out actually really well. Okay, Sada, you're still the best. You're still why we play this game. Oh my goodness. So we're getting, see, this is what I don't like. Like we're almost there and then we're going to get wrecked on and we have to do stupid stuff. First. Let's put him on this one. Okay. Oh my gosh. That's exactly what we wanted him for though. That's why we brought this guy along. That was so scary. Did you guys see that play? I just like my whole face froze up. I think I had Sada's ability too, but I just wanted to be super cool and play with the mortar, or I guess like I can't multitask. So I panicked and the first thing I thought was using my mortar, which I guess worked. This is driving me nuts though. These like little last second ones that aren't making it through. I don't know why this is happening. Maybe it was my location. Maybe this is the better spot. Maybe because it's like right in this circle, it's hitting this whole edge. Yeah, that's probably what I should have done in the beginning, huh? If it takes down these fortifieds, then that was the plan. Oof, should have done that. Dude, we can't have this though. We're speed running here. Hurry up. I shouldn't have used the mortar. He's keeping him behind the track. What am I supposed to do when that happens? Just take the time and just be glad that we're not losing, I guess. Here we go. Finally, biggest one. Now we're talking. We'll put him right here. His little ricochet should take down all the Moab class. No big deal. We'll speed him up with some jungle drums. And I got him some camo too, but what's kind of stressing me out is, like I said, this guy's kind of taking all the glory. He's holding him behind the thing, and then this guy can't pop him fast enough. Oof. We could do this though. We have about 8 minutes, I think, or 5 or 6 minutes to beat this and get the fastest time, but this one's really bad. Let's put him on first. Maybe that'll help out a little bit. I'm a little worried I messed up with using the sniper. Because now look we're getting pops on our mortar, but it's just not that significant and no one else can help the fight. Like Sada's ability does help, her little cutting things down thing. So I guess the best would be just to leave him up front and hope for the best. I am going for an Icicle Impale. I think that's going to be our saving grace here because he'll keep every single big class frozen up, especially those DDTs, and we can just sit there and pop them with this guy. That should be the play. On 85, we already have our Impala. Or, sorry, Impala. Icicle Impale. I've been calling it Impale for so long. Okay, so now my concern now is later on with the bad. I think we have most of these rounds covered. Obviously not all of them, like 98 is going to give us trouble, but I think that we have them all covered except for the big bad round. I'm thinking a crippled Moab might be our play. Not only just destroys everything, but it destroys everything, and then it makes everything else do more damage. So this might be professionally awesome. Now, one thing I want to do is give this guy an alchemist, my mortar, but I don't know if it does anything, so I don't want to waste the money just yet. So I might end up using it, but I need you guys to let me know below right now if it actually would help a mortar or is it a waste? Does it give it just like 1 more damage? So this slow strategy is working, but you can definitely see its flaws because we don't have that many damage towers. We're solely focusing on the mortar as our damage tower, and it's just not as damagey as it should be. So now we know though, like it's a great tower for cleanup, and I'm pretty sure we're going to beat this with no troubles, but I think we aren't going to beat our time. I haven't looked yet because I just want to see, but it just seems like we're going really slow. Like even having like a bottom path tack zone at the bottom would be better than this, I feel like, because this would at least just destroy everything. We probably should have gone with that. But now we can go with our crippled Moab, which is just insane, which I'm going to do now. Crippled Moab, baby. Crippled Moab. And then we'll speed him up. Oh my gosh, yes, okay. And then we'll give him some camo too. We don't need it for the camo, but why not? Because I don't know where we're going to land when we get the DDTs from the broken bad, because he might be past this guy already, so it might just be better to have him. This is actually working really well. I'm pretty excited. We're not going to lose for once. That's cool. But as you can see, look at now, he's just going to keep these guys there all day. Luckily, he does a lot of damage, but oh my goodness, this is way slower than it needs to be. I'm going to try to save for 1 sub here, just for that big bad. If we can, that'll be great, but I doubt it. Unless we can just clear it on this end. Okay, let's move him to here just to be safe on this round. So far, so good, though. I need to do anything else here. Okay, I need to move you to first. Okay, okay. Sada for the win. Okay, I had to move him to first, but that's okay, that's okay. And then we'll keep this one here for the first strike. Oh my gosh, that wasn't that bad. That wasn't that bad. We're doing it. This is so cool. And then we can first strike this guy because I don't think we have enough for him, maybe. Okay, we'll keep this one here just to be safe. I'm going to do the timing on this one because I don't trust myself. So we're going to go like this. Put this guy here, clean it up a little bit. Use Sada. Then we're going to go like this. Boom, game. Okay. Go home, hit the button, FN9, right? FN9, yes. Okay. Oh, you would. This game is so bad sometimes. That was like seconds right there. Okay, beginner. There it is, FN9. 2 hours, 25 minutes, and 54 seconds. Where does that stand? Unfortunately, that puts us at 4th place, which is why I love this series so much though, because that was our cleanest run yet. I think there was a small hiccup in one of the very first maps, but other than that, that was super clean and pretty fast the entire way through. But because we used those slow towers at the end, it put us into 4th place, because we even had a mistake on skates and had to hit home a couple of times and still got a 1st place run. But because we used the sniper, which stalled all the ZOMGs and stuff in place, or the ice tower that slowed them down, we didn't really have a high powered damage tower to take out the balloons. We just stalled them really well. So even though that was probably one of my favorite and cleanest runs we've done, it still ends up in 4th. That's a huge bummer, but now we've learned. If we want to go fast, we can't really use what we used. But let's go spend some monkey knowledge points. So like I said, I'm going to go for this one so we can start getting some better sell points, but I also want first banana farm costs $100 less. That will help us out a lot too. Ooh, this is a helpful one. Marketplaces now produce 1 life per round. That will help on like Apopalypse when we're just doing something stupid, but 1 life's really not that big of a deal. So I'm going to run down this side of the track so we can get the all monkeys sell for 5% more. I think that'll help us out a lot too, because we do sell a lot. And if there's any other ones that I should get that you guys think that I'm missing out on because I didn't buy it, just let me know. But that was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for watching. And if you have not yet, check out this video where we fully Black Border shoots our first intermediate map in this series. And small spoiler alert, things get way out of hand.